Howdy y'all, Grey Ghost 55 here. Before I start this new video, I want to say thank you everyone for who has subscribed to this channel and has watched the videos, comment, shared, liked. I've been deeply grateful because we're at like 200 and some subscribers now, and I'm just overjoyed. But yes, I'm so happy, and I'm eternally grateful to you guys for signing up and watching. And I've gotten a lot of comments on the biscuit recipe too, and I have an idea for the next video for that, but not quite yet. I wanna get some more time. But for this video though, it ain't a recipe, but it's more of my take on it. I'm gonna do some cutting fruit. Now this is part of what kind of like what I work with. Not to say that I do just this all day long, but I'm gonna show how to cut some fruit up. Like if you got a little small get together or something and you want to have some fresh fruit available, I'm gonna show you how you can cut that fruit, and which is this time we're going over pineapple and cantaloupe. It is, I'm going to make slices and diced. Now, not a fine dice, it's going to be like chunks. So you can just put like a toothpick in it, just grab it, eat it. Or if you're regular people, just grab it with your hand and just go ahead and run off with it. But I got everything ready on the table. We'll go ahead and I'll move the camera over and you can see. All right. Now, we got our pineapple, our cantaloupe, and just as I said before, we're going to do dice and we're going to do slices, and I'm going to show you how to do each one. Now, things you'll need. Obviously, the fruit. One cutting board, and I put a smaller cutting board in a baking tray so I can kind of keep the mess down. It helps me. Or you can have a cut board like this, which has got the groove, and it'll help catch some of them juices too. But where I'm doing a pretty good amount of fruit here, I decided to opt for the tray. And you'll need one sharp knife. Mind you, make sure when you try to do this that you feel pretty good with your knife skills. If you're still kind of a beginner with it, you want to just be very careful. Don't cut yourself, because I would feel internally bad. I feel guilty that if you cut yourself and then goes in my video. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Let's see, we want to do pineapple first. So take your pineapple and you want to cut it right there at the top, right under the growth there, greenery. Now you notice how I'm cutting this with my hand. You want to hold the knife like that. Put your thumb on the back end. This gives you a lot better control with the knife. And because if you do it like this, you're just going to wear yourself out, and it will make your hand cramp, and it will, and you don't got a good hold on it, and you're liable to make a mistake and hurt yourself. So anyway, now take the back end of the bottom of the pineapple. I'm going to do the same thing again. Now depending on what you're wanting, now you got a flat surface. Now depending on what you're wanting, you can do the whole pineapple in chunk or slices, but I'm going to break it in half. I'm going to do half and half. And let's see, put it right here. Now for chunks, you want to do this here. You want to take your knife, cut up the side of the pineapple. So you want to try to get it in the pineapple flesh, but you don't want to, toss a whole bunch of flesh. lose it. There we go. One little spot I didn't care for there. There. Okay. Now take this edge off here. Now, you'll see why I'm leaving the hole on one side and shaving the other. There, get them knots out of it. Okay, now that we got half and half, we'll put the knife right down, and you want it, because you want it right dead in the center as best as you can, because that core of that pineapple is unedible. It's so tough. Trust me, I talk from experience. I got a big hunk of it once and it was not fun. But you take that, and this is how, just hold your hand here and just push the knife down till you reach the bottom of the pineapple and pull down and out. And now you split the pineapple in half. And you can see the core right there. So I did pretty good. But now here's where the tricky part for pineapple comes in when you're doing chunks. You need to take that in your hand, or if you feel better putting it on the table, please do so. But put that knife blade right here along that core and just gently rock it back and forth till you get underneath the core. Pull and repeat. And the core will pop right out. Lay him to the side because he's unusable. And put your pineapple half on the cutting board as so. Now, this is the part where probably preference is best. Whatever you feel like is better for you. But here's how I do it, is I put it through the middle first. Then you got two halves. There. And twist so they're left to right in front of you. And then just whatever. Now here's where another preference is. I like to make them a little bit thicker, but you can go here and you can control how big the chunks is you want. So here. Here and do right there. Now you just take your hand and you twist it all around back to where you started, and then put you one cut right through the middle, and voila, you got a good decent bite-sized piece of pineapple. But of course, again, it's all by preference. If you want to make them a little bit smaller, you can just make the cuts a little bit finer, and then you'd have a finer mix. But right there. There's the finished product for chunk pineapple. Now for the sliced pineapple, take your other half and we'll again repeat the process for the core. Just rock that blade and out, rock the blade and out, and then you cord it, and then you can lay that pineapple down as such with the skin to you. And then you just take it and you can make it as thick as slices as you want. If you want it thinner, make it thinner. If you want it a little bit thicker, you can adjust it as so. Yeah, I'll leave it right there. I think that's okay. And then you can imagine laying that on a plate. And voila! sliced pineapple. Now I'll get this cutting board prepped for the cantaloupe, and I will see you there in the next clip. But I hope you guys like this here, and if you don't mind me saying, if you like this content and you'd like to see a little bit more of it for this vlog, please give the video a like, a share, and please subscribe to the channel, because you guys, all your comments and everything mean the world to me. But I'll go ahead and get this cleaned up, and I'll bring you back over when the cantaloupe's ready. Gray Ghost, I am back. We got our cantaloupe ready, and I do want to make a recommendation before you cut your fruit that you wash it. Now, I did wash the pineapple and the cantaloupe already beforehand, but for some reason it escaped my mind. But just know common sense. You wash your fruit before you start cutting into it, for obvious reasons. But anyway, to the cantaloupe now. Need your knife once more. And for the cantaloupe, we're going to do the same thing. Slices and chunks. I'm going to walk through you how to do it, because some people may not know how to do this. It took me a couple times to get it right. But for also the cantaloupe, you will need one large spoon. Now, it don't have to be like a big, ladle, but you want a good sized spoon. And I'm going to show you why here in a minute. Let's see, I'm looking to see where it would be best to split this cantaloupe, where it would be. Alright. Now, we're going to put it right here. One also good tip about cantaloupe is that when you're buying it in season, and it will work for out season too, but you're not, generally though, when it's out of season, you're just not going to find a better cantaloupe. But take your cantaloupe at the supermarket wherever you're at, and you want to smell the stem in. Just give it like those, when you're growing up, those scratches, sniff stickers, you scratch them and you get some kind of different smell to them, each one. Well, cantaloupe's like the same way. You scratch the stem in, and if you get a stronger cantaloupe, that melon smell, that's a good sign that your cantaloupe is going to be riper on the inside. That's just like a trick that I picked up at work, having to do these, and say, what's your best cantaloupe? And I'll give it a little scratch, and I'll take that smell, see if it's got a stronger smell, and if I can find one a little bit better, I'll do it. But as with all laws, it's subject to change. Every cantaloupe, it might be a little bit different with each one. And I have gotten a couple wrong. Ain't gonna lie. Not perfect. Only good Lord is. But anyway, now that you cut your cantaloupe in half, you got all this seeds here. And obviously you don't want that. So you're gonna take the spoon, and you're gonna take that. Let's get this bad boy over here. And you want to press the spoon in the cantaloupe and scrape it out. Just come towards you and see you got a good clean sweep there. And the idea is you want all that seedage, all that excess there gone, because you don't want to be tasting a nice good sliced piece of cantaloupe and then you hit a seed. For me, it's such a mood killer. So take the spoon and just keep scraping it out. And you'll see like some little rind type substance there that's white. You want to scrape it out as well. You want clean cantaloupe. Get rid of them pesky seeds. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Alright, let's do the other one. Press that spoon in there and pull forward. All that pulp and stuff comes right out. You notice I keep changing the word of what this stuff is called. I'm trying to find the best one. But hey, if you guys know the true technical term for that stuff, let me know in the comments. I'm always up for trying to learn. Let's see. Turn it over. We'll keep digging that stuff out. I'm being kind of light with it on purpose because I don't want to just. That'd be real fun for a video, ain't it? Well, I would show you how to do this, but I just totally destroyed the cantaloupe. Alright. Yeah, it looks better. Okay. We'll just set that spoon over here. Now, get back to your knife. And now that you got two halves, we'll do just like last time. Now for chunks, take the half, put that thumb on the back of the blade so it's easier to cut. And split it right in half. And you get 2 quarters. And take the quarter, and you want to take that knife and press it into the center and drag it down to the other side, and there you got a line you cut. Now you can feel, the more you do this the better you'll get, but you can feel the knife tip getting like close to that rind right there. That's why it controls your depth of the cut. And twist it in your hand like so, and then take the knife and go like this, just like a rocket. Like that. So you want to do, now this is controlling the size of the chunk, so you have to bear in mind you don't want to do it like real thin, or you're just going to have a bunch of little paper thin pieces. So go so far over, rock again, pull, rock, pull, rock, pull, rock, pull. And now you're going to have one line in the middle and several lines in there. And you can see where the depth of the cut, if the camera will pick it up, is right there next to the edge where that green rind is. Now you take your blade and you start here. Just easily rock it in. And as you're cutting that rind, you're going to be cutting the chunks out, so you got to mind where the cantaloupe is. So I'm going to hold it right here. Just keep cutting, 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 and pop. There's all that good cantaloupe chunk. Now you can see there, I got chicken with the blade because I didn't want to hurt myself when I got a little piece. But you can take that, either leave it or just snip it right out of there, and all you got left is one little piece of rind. So let's repeat the process. Blade down the middle, one side to the other. One cut there, twist, rock, pull, rock, pull, rock, pull, rock, pull, rock, pull. And take the blade again, start working it slowly, cutting out the pieces where you want them to land. Don't do like I did and just got mine deep in cutting, and then you lose 2 or 3 pieces down on the floor because you didn't know where you was cutting it at. There we go. And there I didn't do as well, but you get the idea. And with some practice, you can do it in no time flat. Alright, now the slices. You're going to leave the cantaloupe as a whole in one half. Put it on its side with the skin facing outward. And how I do it like this is I like to cut each end off. So that gives you kind of a more leveled end. Now for my rule of thumb, I mean, of course, size of cantaloupe varies and you're going to have other factors, but I can usually get about 8 slices out of 1 cantaloupe half. So with a whole cantaloupe, 8 and 8, 16, so you can liable get 16 slices out of just 1 cantaloupe if you did it, if you just wanted slices that way. So anyway, I've got my halves gone, or the sides, ends. I'll find the word eventually. But here you can control how thick you want that slice to be. And I want it a little bit. You want to get good cantaloupe taste, but you don't want to have it so thin it's just gone. So we'll start right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 set. 1, 2, 3. And I like to hurry it up a little bit. So I got an extra slice. But now for the presentation, let's hold it up. And sometimes I don't get that blade. I have to kind of pinch the end off. Something I got to work on that. But right there, 1 set of sliced cantaloupe. And another good tip too is that if you save the tops of these pineapples, if you got a pretty good green thumb, you can actually stick that in a pot and it will grow. It takes actually 1 year for a pineapple to fully develop. So if you got a year on your hands and you want to prank around with a gift, you might get one. Though I've never tried it, so I don't know if it'll work. But anyway, take a look at that. That looks delicious. I'm just ready for a big old plate now. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it ain't a whole lot, but I'm gonna try to get another video out hopefully soon. I appreciate all of your patience though with me having to do my job and everything, and then I can get the videos when I can get them out. But thank you so much, and you all have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one. And remember, all glory goes to God. Until next time, Grey Ghost out.